Yeah, don't click it until you're ready to lock in. So Kassadin is the first pick there for H2K. Forbidden going to have a happy time playing this champion. Hasn't gotten to play it yet in Challenger Series, but you know what? Strong player.
Yeah, they banned out his Yasuo. Didn't want him on that, but he still gets something very similar in playstyle in terms of roaming and creating a lot of teamfight havoc. But his power spikes are definitely different. Very item dependent. Very late. Very late on that Kassadin. But, of course, LeBlanc is still available. Take Fun plays that champion, does pretty well against casting, can keep up with him, can get away from him, and does a lot of the same things that he does with silences now. So
yeah, it's true.
Can lock him up, and we'll have to see. Lublin Shore most likely won't lock that in very early because they want priority picks here. Yeah, there's contested picks still to go for right now. Lucian, the hover as well. 2 supports banned, but of course the rest are available. Trying to think like the big common 2 now are Nami and Morgana if you want to go for these, but with Lee Sin removed, Evelyn is picked up now for Kikis. Well, right, first pick on a AD carry and jungler. A big thing here is that you banned Lee Sin on H2K, you pick Evelyn on Lublin Shore, you leave Elise for Trashy. He's not really an Elise player. Yeah. He's more of a Vi, Wukong type player. He loves Kha'Zix, you know, it's down there now, and he was a Wukong player previously, so a lot of his champion pool keeps getting nerfed. Yeah. And I don't think he's going to pick up the Elise here. I think he'll go for something more of a Vi, and they might lock in a Morgana as a support to go ahead and take that for themselves and make sure that you can't conjunction those. Or they might go Elise Morgana. There's a lot of options here on the table, but I say you lock in your support, so you take a priority 1 away from Libic. Yeah. Make sure he can't get that. The interesting thing about that is there's actually a small sort of counter pick chain within supports. I agree that like early Morgana is fine, and like the only difficulty is that Nami is a really good support against Morgana, and you can play that game. When you got a guy like Lucian, he can easily apply, and actually same with Twitch here. They can both work very well with a Nami, and being that it's in both these guys' champ pools, you actually want to be a little bit afraid of that one. So Twitch, there's the Kayle picked up. The top lane Kayle does come out. Top lane Kayle. Could be jungle Kayle, to be fair. Support Kayle. That's true. We see her in a lot of locations. That would be awesome if Trashy busted out the jungle Kayle. That would be awesome. Or jungle Twitch. Jungle Twitch. Thing is, all of those are Trashy's style. Trashy's like this carry type jungler who like goes massive. Maybe that was just reason having to put the team on his shoulders, but like Trashy had more kills than any other jungler, I think, throughout the spring series. So the guy, like, I wouldn't be surprised at the funny thing. But Lulu's going to come through the mid lane there, so Lulu, or I guess actually, or top, I suppose, really. And in fact, the fact that you know you're fighting 90% Kayle top, actually, that actually could very easily be cool for the matchup. Yeah, and I say this a lot about Kayle, you know, in my everyday life around other League players. Like, she's the best top laner right now. Yes, exactly. Because she beats every meta top laner in lane except for Lulu. Lulu will go even with her because they basically do the same thing. They both have slows, they both have wave clear, they both have a self speed up. The only thing that Lulu has over her, and both their ultimates are for saving your teammates too. Yeah. They're very similar. They both have auto attack boosting abilities, whether it's the passive or whether it's the shred and the extra righteous fury. Yeah. But they're basically, for all intents and purposes in the lane, they do the same thing. Yeah. They're very strong overall, right? These great like mage auto attacker hybrids, and they put a lot of pressure on melee champions in the laning phase, and they don't have the ways of getting in right now. So Lublin Shore has not yet revealed for sure what their soul lanes are doing. They do know it's Morgana Lucian bottom lane. AOD goes for Karma to fight against that one. So a lot of really poke ability on both sides now in these bottom lanes. Karma Twitch is not a combo I've seen very much, but that's what they're going for. To continue the engage combo, they've actually grabbed Jarvan there for Trashy. So some early playmaking available, some early ganks available, though not many of these lanes are like really easy to pick up kills for. Yeah, they're very difficult, not a lot of gank assistance, but at the same time, Karma can do pretty well, but Morgana can put the black shield on as soon as you see the tether come on, and it'll just go ahead and block the root portion of it. Exactly. So, yeah, he's basically going to be roaming around trying to counter jungle a little bit. You can counter jungle Eve pretty effectively as Jarvan. Have to see how that works out for him here. And they save their support for really far down the chain. So they put priority on that Twitch as a second round pick here for H2K, even though Lucian had already been locked in. So they wanted to save that and wanted to see what they could do in terms of counter picking the support. But I don't know if they completely did that. There's a lot of things that go against Morgana, like Nami, that do really well. And AOD does play Nami. He does play it. Yep. But he's opting for the harassment poke lane here and seeing that he can out-trade the Lucian and Morgana combo. Yeah, it's interesting that H2K went for a team really built around, like they added a bunch of engage at the very end here when they've already got this great like
disengagey, assassin sort of comp. Like, you don't need a hard engage with the Kassadin because Kassadin doesn't want a hard engage. You don't need a hard engage with the Kayle because she's happy to receive you and just deal a bunch of damage. Like, you don't have to force the issue.
Happy to receive you. Come, my children.
Come attack me while I'm invulnerable and I'm killing you with a hurricane, right? Like, so I do want to see how H2K's comp plays out. Meanwhile, Lublin Shore have a very standard composition. These are champions you expect to see in unison together. Very well-rounded. Good damage output, not phenomenal, but, you know, 7 out of 10 damage output. Decent engage, you can land a binding or something, shockwave follow-up for whatever. It's like this like well-rounded, we're pretty good at everything Lublin Shore.
Yeah, they can team fight, they can pick people off with the Morgana, they can set up a dragon objective control with Lulu or Iana, fight there. Perfectly well-rounded composition here, so they can accomplish a lot of things. But then you look at H2K Gaming, you're like, Kayle. Scales up about 2-3 items into the game. Kassadin, you need about 3. To really hit those spikes. You need levels as well.
Absolutely.
Twitch, same story coming in here. Karma's going to be trying to get them through that early game. And Jarvan, I think he's going to be a little more reactive, or he's going to be coming to lane, trying to blow people's flashes. That'll be the thing I'm looking for, because Jarvan's very easy to get people's flashes.
True.
And if you get the flash, you can go ahead and revisit with the Cataclysm.
Yeah.
So it's more than enough, because they don't actually have a whole lot of escapes available to them. You do it when against Orianna, it's kind of like, okay, not much I can do here. Do it against a Lulu, okay. The only one who's really safe is Makler.
True. Yeah, he's the only guy with great disengages here, and the one who can actually dodge Jarvan EQ. So let's see how this one pans out there. Lublin Shore's bot lane, the only easily safe one, and they're going to make their way around the top side of the jungle. Looks like they will meet up with H2K pretty soon.
And a fun fact, if you get bound while you're Jarvan, you can still EQ.
That's true.
While you're rooted.
You can cast all those spells. So you can get away from Dark Bindings himself, which is actually really
well, you might need
about him.
Well, he's only level 1, though.
Yeah, would like the Q, won't have it. Libic could flash Q, but there's no follow-up. There's no reason to.
Range on it is good enough. Very fast invade there by Lublin Shore. They all got their items and got out to the point that it was very stagnant for H2K. They came out of the base kind of, oh, we're just chilling. We're coming out here, and Trashy almost got caught there because of it.
Yeah, thankfully he was far enough away, threw the flag down. He was safe on this one. Does allow, and I like that ward as well. It's actually going to spot maybe some of the lane choices there. Of course, Odwamna was already way up to the top, so that ward won't do anything for Lublin Shore.
Here's the thing, is they're going to try to go through here, but it might be a fight if they catch him.
Okay, so H2K, though, if they go anywhere... Ooh, yep, they can find Take Fun. A little bit of damage, empowered Q. Ooh, already learned shield at level 1. More damage comes through and Take Fun. He's not going to be late to lane. He's got a recall.
Yep, minions have spawned just now. He's going to miss about 1 or 2. And he's not going to be able to help his jungler with a leash.
This does, however, let Lublin Shore know the lane matchups. They pretty much know where everyone's gone now, and they have a pretty good read. Although, actually, H2K, all 5 members actually still grouping around. They can expect this invade, though.
The invade comes in, and they're going to get this red because Kikis decided to trek his way over to the bottom lane because that's where he'd get the assistance.
This is actually the right call, though, right now for Lublin Shore. They've without having any leftover vision, though, they've actually gone to the exact correct spot on the map. It's going to be standard sort of northern buff grabs for these 2 teams, but Lublin Shore's Kikis can easily get the southern red buff here afterwards with his dual lane helping.
He has to know, too. That's the big thing, is he has to make his way over there. He's going to have to get assistance from his bottom lane at the same time because they did lane swap it.
I like that Kikis is going over the dragon in case there was a dual lane coming in a little bit late from H2K. He doesn't face check them. He lets Libic do the honors. And then, yeah, here we go. So 2 buff start.
True support.
Yeah, true support. He's going to face check all the brushes. They pretty much knew they were safe because of the that fight in the mid lane where Orianna lost half her health. And so we've got pretty normal stuff there. Odwamna and Trashy actually did share experience when they stole red buff, so it's going to be this camp that gives level 2 to everybody. Odwamna not even hitting anything, not wanting to steal any gold away. And then here we go.
Trek straight up to the top lane is what it looks like and go for that 4-1, or actually 4-2 because Libic's going to have something to say about it, and just let their solo lane be the AD carry.
This is interesting. You know, North American LCS, we typically see... Oh my gosh, he just goes in right
into
it. He was not expecting that, and Kuban just goes down. Well played there, Gernin.
Flash EQ'd.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That was crazy. That was so ballsy.
It worked, though.
Oh, wow.
And he's teleporting back in, though. This is a little bit risky. Kayle's going to teleport back to the bottom lane. I was going to talk about, actually, and unfortunately, I was talking during the gank, though. In the North American LCS specifically, we see a lot of, after the lane swap, the team with the dual lane bot takes Dragon at 3 minutes.
Yeah, and now he doesn't have a teleport.
But when you 4-man top lane, you win that fight.
Look at that. Just boom, boom. That was as quick as you could possibly pull that combo off. Yep. That was fantastic. Because you have to think about it, too. He has to put his flash indicator right over the trees and then move his mouse up to the tower to put the EQ down, right on top of the Lulu without missing a beat. Kuban blows his own flash for that. I said Trashy's going to be looking for those ganks and trying to blow flashes.
Yep.
He does it, and he gets the first blood.
So that's excellent play. And, of course, the kill even went to the team's AD carry. It was pre-4 minutes, so not quite a 400 gold first blood, but still a plenty useful one. And Kuban did lose a little bit of experience while that was all happening because guy was dead. Now let's see what else the teams can do. Kikus running back through his own jungle right now, and the lanes have settled down a little bit. Kuban's in a 1v2. Kind of zoned out, though. He's got to be pretty afraid of this one. Kikus showing up maybe to help him pretty soon.
Yeah. Big thing here with these top laners who are now in the 2v1s is that they both actually fare pretty well. They're both going to be able to CS from a distance. Thing, though, is that they both, when they CS from a distance, they will shove the wave, whether it's Glitter Lance or it's Righteous Fury.
They got to be really careful about not hitting more than one minion.
Because it's going to get frozen. They're going after Kjarnan.
A lot of damage going through the Flash Burst already. Another turn back onto AOD. Ignite was burned onto Kuban. He is low on health, but the poison ticks off. Now he's going to be all right.
For it, though.
I don't think he can get in, though.
He's trying to find the angle.
Yeah, Ignite being down, he's going to be pretty safe in this one. Kuban still has potions. He actually chugs another one. He does want to stay in the lane right here. I don't think he could recall and stay relevant in the game.
Oh, Dwamne, instead of dealing with the 2v1, he's just going to be double jungling with Trashy right now.
Kikus be a little bit careful, though. Root does not quite land, nor does the Q, and he's going to stay safe. Kuban chugging through his potions, dealing some damage. Kjarnan's still pretty safe in this one, though.
He can land the Q.
They're going to land it. Kikus forced a flash away from that
slow.
one. Yeah, a couple more auto attacks, and honestly, this is working quite well for H2K.
And now they're going to go ahead and invade off of this, come around the side, see what they can do. And now it looks like Take Fun is the one who's in their sight.
Oh, he does have flash, but there's not going to land from Trashy. The slow as well from Kale, and they're going to keep going. Trashy has the shield, the flash slow, the ignite, and that's going to be enough damage. Dwamne gets the last hit on that one, and H2K starting out 2-0 off Jungle Jarvan.
Yeah, Jungle Jarvan coming up really big right now in Trashy's hands. Love that pick from Champion Select for him, because despite the Black Shield, you can still Cataclysm. It's going to be great in the late game, and the fact that he's blowing all these flashes and getting the kill in the early game, his lack of hesitation on his EQ combo is incredible, and he's very accurate with it despite the range nerfs to it previously.
I've got a... Ooh, Fibivin loses his recall there, no big deal. I really like how well H2K is bypassing wards as well, and the fact that they have a single pink ward down on the map and 0 sweepers, and it is still managed to dodge vision the entire time. That's part H2K, that's part Lublin Shore just not having wards that respect Jarvan.
Didn't respect the golem there.
No, he didn't.
Slapping its belly like, come at me, Jarvan. He's still hungry. Back. Killed his brother.
It's true.
That's sad.
Little brother. You think it's his little brother or like his son? Or something? Or why are we assuming they're male?
Oh.
Are they female golems?
I don't know. We'll have to ask somebody. But Kjarnan going straight after him there. He's going to be able to ambush out of it.
That's going to end right here, but he'll be under the turret and no dive available as AOD comes in to defend.
You know what it is? It's a golem mother and her baby, and the other golem was a scumbag and ran off and became blue. Left the household.
Wow.
And now has a harem of 2 little lizards around him.
Wow.
Boom. Story of the jungle.
No wonder we're changing all the camps around. They're horrible people. No longer golems. They ran away from the map now as well, apparently, abandoning all their little baby golems.
Yeah, those new ones are going to be called, I think it's Crumbs. Crumb? Something like
A-R-U. I don't remember, to be honest, actually.
Yeah.
Owlbeaks is one of them, right?
Razorbeaks.
Razorbeaks, that's what it was. Close enough. Anyway, deal with that whenever that map comes out. I don't have to learn that yet. My brain's small enough as it is. Moving forward, the Lublin Shore down about 1,000 gold in this game, trying to find their way back in. 8 minutes into the game, and of course, Dragon is still available. Plus, Lublin Shore still holds what could have been the numbers lead in this map, but all they've done right now is frozen this bottom lane. Makler's been free farming the entire game, hasn't gone back to base, sitting at 2,500 gold. No one's been able to even touch that bottom lane till now as Dwamne comes in.
Yeah, I want to keep track on what Kjarnan ends up building for himself. Because last time we saw Twitch versus Lucian, Lucian ended up ahead in CS, ended up devastating for the Twitch.
Yeah.
So if he actually builds for late game here, or he could, actually with this team composition, he could build for the mid game power spike with Yumu's just to get the other 2 ahead.
Got to be careful though, because speaking of getting ahead, H2K looking once again at this top lane. Kuban does have his flash back up. Trashy waiting in this brush.
They know he's there.
Yeah, everyone's coming back as well. Casson went up. Oriana's coming to follow this one. Another ward by Trashy to spot the counter ganks and sees it. And so the team backs off.
They had great vision over that wall to make basically informed them that Trashy was up there once again. He has his flash, he has his Cataclysm. Thing is, though, Take Fun doesn't have a flash, and look at that, they're going to go straight after
They're
Libic.
Going for it anyway. They feigned retreating and came back in. Trashy low on health, forced to get away from this one. Libic still around. There's the dunk. They pick up one, and now Libic's got nowhere to go. Both kills picked up. Kickus late to the party, but can he get enough damage? Trashy is going to go down, so Kickus answers one. 4-1 on the scoreboard, and Fibiven gets away.
And meanwhile, down bottom, all this is going on, and Odwamna is actually up in CS right now, up in kills, doing a great job comparatively to Kuban, who's 2 levels down.
Yeah, Kuban's been getting so horribly camped here.
Goes straight after Libic, he gets the Marshall cadence for a lot of damage, but then he flashes out, he'll Cataclysm back in for that huge burst and Q across them. Just set it up. But here's the thing, is that they don't really have an escape route here. There's one caster minion, it's down, now Trash is going to take turret aggro. And he actually gives assists over to both of the dead members, too.
That's true. It only ends up being a +1 fight overall, which is not as good as you would expect it for how nice that dive was. But hey, they made it pay off, so congrats to them. But now Lublin Shore realize they've got numbers lead on the bottom side of the map. They're going for Dragon here, but keep in mind, Trashy and Hjarnan are coming over right about now. You got to be careful.
They're going to check it, too. Trashy most likely will go for this. That's his style.
And he gets the smite. Wow, nicely done there. Wins the smite battle. And Kick is forced to run away for this one because H2K just simply outnumbered them, and the kill gets picked up as well. H2K, everything going their way.
And a lot of it is off of Trashy's back and his objective control. The fact
all
that
of it.
call was, hey, they're probably here. He abandons doing his red buff. He's like, all right, there's no time for this. Disregard red, go for Dragon. Puts a ward over. He's like, oh, they're doing it? I'm going to snatch that up for myself.
Yeah. And just the audacity to be like, I don't have flash. My team better back me up or I'm going to die. Makes that one happen. Kuban now 2 levels down on Odwamna, losing that fight horribly right here. Chalice versus most of Nasher's Tooth. Hjarnan now also looking for a way in. Take Fun's about to take a lot of damage. Flashes away.
A big thing in that top lane is Odwamna, as soon as he got that level advantage, he went back, teleported up, and he's like, all right, I'm 2 levels up over this Lulu. Typically, they go even in lane. If you go even and somebody's a little bit ahead of you, it's no longer even.
No.
Just because of that lane matchup, and we're going to have to see, because Odwamna could do a lot of damage here just based off of that extra rank in his spell. So Kickus is going to have to bring some presence to this top lane.
Well, when the lane's no longer even, you got to do something odd to turn it around, and here comes Evelyn on the side. Still invisible, and there goes the engage. A lot of damage coming through. Odwamna pops his own ulti. There's a knock-up in for Lulu. Can they keep chasing this?
He's still going for it.
There, Odwamna low on health, and the kill is picked up. Kickus 2-1-0, making a lot of good choices.
Both junglers are making very aggressive moves, and they're both paying off. They're both having a lot of kill participation. They both have 100% right now.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
Going after Take Fun again. He has the Cataclysm.
Oh, the ulti Take Fun does not have flash. The Shockwave does catch Fibiven, but it's not going to be enough. Kassadin picks up his first kill of the game, but he's been part of 5 kills overall.
Yeah, Cataclysm, when you don't have flash, is pretty much a guaranteed kill with the 3.5 seconds of terrain. Tried to knock him out of it, but they still had ways to get back inside for H2K.
Well, excellently done. Then these guys are starting out so incredibly well. 2,000 gold lead, 12 minutes in. Even the Dragon being picked up just makes life pretty painful. 1,000 gold on the Twitch's inventory as well. Means Ruin King is not far away. And just, man, it's the same as kind of their wins earlier, basically last week in the quarterfinals. They just make so many good early game choices. Everything seems to pay off for them. Even though they lost Ko from the roster, this highly regarded jungler, Trashy's fit in perfectly.
Yeah, he's got the same style. He's got the, I will jump in, I'll be selfless. I'm going to go ahead, and granted he's taking a lot of kills this game, that's fine. But he's ending up really big for his team, being a facilitator of the action.
Yes.
Making it happen early.
And they've all been good choices.
Yeah.
Every single choice I've seen Trashy make has been the right one. Even the really scary ones like diving in for Dragon. I'm wholly impressed by his play right here. It's very awesome to see.
And they
see what else they can do.
Targeted some bans and some picks at him. They picked the Evelyn very early, and then when they banned out the Lee Sin and Trashy.
Yep.
His own.
I think it's a lot of the Gang C4s were ones that Evelyn wouldn't have gotten.
Yeah, exactly.
They're things that only Jarvan could do, and he's done it wonderfully.
There's a reason that H2K are tournament favorites.
Yeah.
And that Lublin Shore are coming into this underdogs, trying to get the upset. And actually, Kickus.
Looking for the play, but he gets spotted out by Trashy. Kickus is on the wrong side of this fight. Pops the ulti. There's the Cataclysm. Trying to get away. Ignite is still on, though. The Summoner heal by Mockler keeps him alive, and there's the re-engage. Trying to push H2K away. Lublin Shore is trying to do something. It's a 5v4. There's no Twitch, and they can't seem to win the battle.
He gets the knock
there's
on 3.
The engage from Jarvan. Libic, not in a good spot. The Kale ulti, and down goes the first kill. This is 4v5, and they're winning. two-man Shockwave, but Lublin Shore still forced to run away from the fight.
Meanwhile, Yarnin land.
Killing minions!
Yep. Pushing minions, pushing towers.
Maybe. He's pushed 0 towers so far.
Yeah, he's going to try and get some damage here. So they catch Kickus out. They get his flash with the Cataclysm. And look at that, just the heal, barely. But then, of course, shield comes in just for extra measure. They re-engage this, and Trashy, once again, without the hesitation, knocks up 3 because they see it. Boom. And then Libic flashes and ends up dying over the wall because of Odwamne. And they don't lose anybody for H2K here. They eat a Shockwave onto 2 members, but it's already been disengaged because it's now 4-on-4. But they still have an advantage because of this little bit of gold and this little lead they've created for themselves.
Yeah, it's been pretty freaking awesome for H2K. Honestly, when I look at that fight, I think Kickus was a little bit over-aggressive there. He had a ward down, but he went and walked through the area without any wards and kind of got face-checked there. And wasn't exactly ideal. He got out, but still, it was obviously not the right fight for these guys. So H2K get some more advantages. Now 3,000 gold up. Dragon coming up in the near future. Fabivin, 100 CS, 105 on Cassidy. Honestly, it's a pretty decent start for the champion. So you got to be pretty happy about the first pick here if you're Fabivin.
Yeah, and a big thing for H2K is all of their kills have a lot of assists on the backside of it. You see that there's 100% kill participation on Trashy currently, because what ends up happening is they group up in these little skirmishes and just try to outnumber you for a brief moment, or they just pick the right fights, is really what's happening here. And pushing that, there hasn't really been a 5-on-5 team fight, ever.
No. It's all been ganks and invades. I mean, there was a 5-on-4 team fight.
Yeah.
They won it anyway.
Because they ended up getting, it was basically a 4-on-4 because they got Kickus out of the fight very early.
True.
He was off on the side. But now it's like, what's this Twitch been doing all game long, being 2-0-2?
Yep.
At the same time, Mockler hasn't done anything this game besides farm.
Yeah, he's been very much just passive with the bot lane, acquiring gold. And, you know, that is something that maybe H2K can underrate if they, you know, he's winning every single fight, and then suddenly they actually fight the Lucian, and he's more powerful than they realize. You can press tab and you know, look, but still, it's something to keep in mind when you oftentimes play the game based on instinct and what you've just seen happen in the past. And it looks like these guys are going to roam it towards the mid lane. Of course, H2K already getting some damage down, but this turret below half HP. Cubon's still not there in the fight either.
Dragon up. Both teams have the timers from the escapade last time, and now we're going to see the teleport comes in. They're going to contest this. H2K already started it up.
AOD is zoned off on the left-hand side. Yarnin is around as well, and see what they're going to get. And the knock is going to go in. Livix going to lose a lot of health. Mockler low as well. 2 kills for nothing so far. H2K refuse to lose any battles here. Fabivin's got to be a little bit careful, but they're going to be all right. Dragon goes over as well. Shockwave only gets 1, and Take Fun is going to go down. Yarnin getting even more.
That's a huge fight for H2K to just blow this gold lead up even further. A 3-for-0, and they get the Dragon, and they're going to get a turret off this too. Big part of that was the rat-a-tat-tat across the Cataclysm that we're going to see here in just a second. We see that Libic, it looks like he wants to get in to use his ultimate. J4 comes in, knocks up 2, slams him down. Rat-tat-tat across multiple members there to just utterly obliterate them. And there's just so many threats on H2K.
Yeah.
Do we focus the Cassidon? Oh wait, this Jarvan's a little bit fed too. Twitch? Oh lord, there's a Kayle on us.
Yeah.
Every member of this team, aside from Karma, is a huge threat. And even Karma...
Karma's a huge threat, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. She has a really good base damages, and if you build any type of AP on her, which is really good in solo queue, little tip there, go carry your team with Karma.
Death Cap second, baby.
Is ridiculous.
Well, it looks like he's going for the Frost Queen's claim, so some more damage will come out for this guy. And yeah, you're right. It's a just high damage team comp for H2K. They just battle you with their base damages, and all these fights have been working. It's been cool.
And the thing here is that they don't have a designated tank aside from Trashy, who will be getting tanky a little bit later on. He only went for the 1 damage item, which is good because of how far ahead he is. But here's the thing, is that Lublin Shore doesn't have a tank either.
No. They've got a long way to go with his Avalanche. He's got a Hex Drinker for tank stats, whereas you've got Aegis and a Giant's Belt for Trashy. Like, normally you're not tanky at 18 minutes in jungler.
Yeah.
In Trashy's case, you are. You got 2 dragons, 3 turrets, and you've been part of 10 kills.
We're going to see Yarnin. Now he's pushing turrets. He's going to have the assistance of Trashy off on the left side in just a moment. And now the ward fight's going on.
Odwamne wants his red buff, but Mockler,
he wants Mockler instead.
Mockler's got to be pretty careful this one. Gonna back off now on top of the pink ward, and they're still gonna try for this one. H2K just they're just trying every single time, doing what they can for this one. Who's going to outlast it? And picked up by Fabiven's Force Pulse. Nicely done.
Yeah, Fabivin doing a really good job there. Hjarnan, he wants this turret badly.
It's a little greedy.
He doesn't get it.
It's a little greedy right there. Kickus makes the defense
What's
there.
that HP?
17.
Oh.
17 health turret. Nice try there. And
even if he got it, he still would have been dead. But the fact that he risked his life for that, so close. He gets exhausted here too to have his damage. He just goes down.
I think they baited it.
Clutch.
Kickus was hiding and Lubick was off in the brush.
Give Twitch a dose of his own medicine. He was hiding. That's
yeah, they were hiding. Silly Twitch didn't realize they could play with your own. It's like fighting fire with fire. It's fighting stealth with stealth.
That's true. It's absolutely true. The Evelyn just popping out of nowhere. And man, Take Fun, he usually has really good games on Orianna. But this game is completely different. His supportish style, because he loves Lulu, he loves Orianna in the mid lane, isn't coming up big at all this game.
Yeah.
Maybe when they group, he can do something off of Mockler, but if they don't group soon, H2K is going to run away with all these threats.
Exactly. The problem is that H2K, because they've been actually doing things, right? Like, because Hjarnan's actually got himself as in part of 7 of his 10 team's kills. Even though Mock has been freezing the entire time, farming the entire time, has the highest minion score in the game. 3 kills and 4 assists are worth more than that.
Yeah. And the global objectives that they've been getting for themselves. The 2 dragons now in their pockets. Look at that.
You can see per roll,
and
1 to 2,000.
Darn it, he's going for the assassination here on Take Fun.
But they're going to land the ulti pop, but there comes the rest of Lublin short. Nice spell shield going to keep these guys safe. They'll back away, but in a 2v3, the red team is forced to run away.
Yeah, rat-tat-tat used by Hjarnan there. Going to continue to push up here. They basically stalked him from the bottom lane all the way up.
Yeah.
They were following him. They're like, he's looking for blood. He's looking for something. Didn't use his Blade of the Ruined King there either. Wouldn't have made much of a difference. The numbers game, and now they're going to go ahead and push the bottom lane for H2K, looking for another objective. They've already gotten an inner turret for themselves. This is their last outer. Now they're up 4-1 and 7.2k gold on these types of champions. Cassidy, Kale, Twitch. It's very, very difficult for Lublin Shore to get back into this. They're going to have to get a very nice Orianna shockwave from Take Fun, but right now it's basically going to tickle a couple members because of the Aegis of Legion.
Exactly. Like, they're just so far ahead in individual gold right there. Right. The initial plays were done with individual skill. Really awesome plays overall with H2K. Their comp's a bunch of champions with a lot of damage, so when they get into a fight and they position right, they'll just kill things just by putting damage on them. And now, even if a comp doesn't make sense, well, they're too far ahead for it to matter anyway. So any battle is still going to go H2K's way unless Lublin Shore finds a way to outplay them.
It's going to have to be in some type of team fight where they catch them with the numbers down.
Yeah.
Numbers down, because right now, you can't deal with all this damage. And the fact that these members are made naturally tanky by being around Trashy and being around the Kale. Yeah. So Odawamne has, he has multiple targets to just go ahead and be like, oh, you're invulnerable. That's fine. You're still doing a ton of damage to people.
And look at this from H2K. They go as a group of 4 through the jungle, put a bunch of wards down, and then show up in the lane and say, we now can see every single flank you'd go for.
They just force
ready to push if you want.
They just forced the TP from Cubon.
Wow.
For the defense.
And they didn't even go for that.
Yeah, now they have TP advantage on Odawamne if he wants to go ahead and push a wave. They're trying to catch Kickus, or trying to catch Trashy, but look at that.
Wow, and H2K, though, not really going into a fight. They don't want to jump into an Orianna in the jungle. I understand that sentiment. It's pretty risky to go for. H2K actually spotted right there by a couple of wards that Lublin Shores put down. So H2K didn't really get ward control there, and they're being defensive around this.
Everybody looking for this dragon fight. Kickus is actually looping around all the way to the other side.
Okay. Well, this is the play that has to be made.
He can get 4 members right now without Hjarnan being there.
Oh, this could be good. Then can they make this fight happen? This is the E flank. It's a 5v4. Like this is the time you go.
Oh, they're actually pinging it. They're like, this is fishy. We have to check this. And now they Lublin Shore no longer has vision of that bush.
AOD will spot Kickus. The fight still does not start, and now Twitch will be able to rejoin the team. So H2K, that little time off does not pay off. There comes the attempted engage. The ulti pop. Mockler forced to flash away, and there we go. Libic also low, takes some more damage. The Kale ulti pop. Kickus finally flanks in, but he's kind of alone in this one. Kill picked up there by Odawamne. The fight's still going on. Vivint lands a slow, and the team just going to back off. H2K say, okay, it's 5v4. Let's go back for Dragon.
Yeah, the window of opportunity had been shut on their fingers there. H2K, they're going for it. They end up picking it up for themselves off the back of Trashy's smite. And there's still a lot of engagement to happen here. They have a lot of ways to get back into this.
More slows. Mako's got to be careful. There's the engagement. Trashy, one attack from the kill. Shotgun goes in, and he trades 1 for 1. But the Dragon, of course, already went through. Forbidden dodges a binding, puts the Zhonyas down. Take Fun is going to trade another 1 for 1 on this one, but now to the back line. Not good for Libic. Overall, 3-2 the fight, plus Dragon for H2K.
Ambush and red buff. Can he get to it?
Oh, the flash Q. Is it going to be enough? The slow's coming out. Yarnan going really far on that one. Kuban burning. Yarnan goes down, and it's going to be the survival. So 3-3 the fight, actually. Only Dragon separating the teams.
Over-ambitious there.
Yeah.
Now 14-6 in the kills. H2K, they're just taking these windows of opportunity, and man, Kickus coming in there, got spotted. Can't really even deal with AOD just yet. He jumps in, uses his ultimate, but by the time he shows up, it's way too late to make that move. Dragon's even de-aggroed at that point.
At this point, it's like, okay, right, 1 for 0 plus Dragon, but this fight, like, for being 4v5, Lublin Shore fights it really well.
Yeah, and H2K just have so many gap closers, so many ways to get back into this fight and re-engage it. But we see it right there. Bevan and Trashy go hard on it. Odwamna tries to get rid of Take Fun before the Zhonya's ends. But of course, the Glitter Lance just comes up big.
So 3-2. This is I actually forgot that Evelyn was already killed as part of this one, so it actually ends up being a 4 for 3.
She comes back right here. It's a big part of it. So then she does the damage to Yarnan, and it's enough to take him out.
Yeah, slight misplay there. Not using his brain as much as he should be in that one, so it's okay. 8 kill up still for H2K. Looks like Blue Buff will not be contested there. Lublin Shore will get that onto Take Fun, who had a better fight than normal there. He was 0-3-0. He picked up a kill and assist for his death in that fight, so small improvement for that guy.
Trashy's still 100% kill participation. No kill has gone down without Trashy at least being a little bit of a part of it. So Trashy being a huge facilitator of his team, he's definitely one of the top junglers, if not top 2, in the challenger scene in Europe currently.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Amazing player. Ever since I saw him back in the first Challenger series that we were throwing on Reason Gaming, it's like this guy has great objective control. The team revolves around him for the most part. When I talk to their managers, they're like, yeah, Trashy's the one who makes the lead for us. But now, Odwamna looking for his own source of a lead here on H2K.
Take from the Shockwaves, pulls him into the battle, though. Odwamna gets the very easy kill pickup. Nice trap set in the brush. Level 14 on this kill.
He's got those power spikes too. I talked about how Kale, you need basically 2 or 3 to really get going. They are at it right now. He's almost level 16 for the 3 seconds of invulnerability. And then on the back of that, Forbidden, he's at 2 item Kassadin right now, very close to 3. They're doing an amazing job this game for H2K, being that far ahead at 27 minutes and going for the Baron now.
Now here's the attempt. Baron Nashor half HP on this one. The attempted flank there by Lublin Shore. Can they get enough for this one? Baron does go down. Well smited by Trashy. Now will there be a re-engaged fight? 5v5. Mockler's gonna get slow. Dashes away though. Stays safe. The chase still on. Kassadin, of course, can jump in and land a slow if he wants to. Won't go for it. Just the minions being cleared away.
Because of that solo kill, Trashy no longer has 100% kill participation. It's over. Now he's like, all right, just gonna try to keep it as high as possible. Be a part of the fight, and now they have Baron buff. They're able to rotate bottom because there's a minion wave. H2K, they're going to try to systematically just pull Lublin Shore apart and get into that base.
Well, here's the attempt. It's going to be a 5-man grouping. No split pushing here. Going to leave Odwamna with the team and just push down turrets. The respawn has come back. Take Fun is here. Shockwave back up as well.
They'll shred it really quickly.
Oh, yeah. Kale. They've got a lot of damage up there. The flag as well helps if they want to use it from Trashy. Giving the team some attack speed. I actually am curious if he did max that E second, because it would help Kale as well as Twitch.
No,
even
max the W second.
Typically, yeah. I've seen max E second for certain comps.
You max E second if you're gonna go for.
It's like it's more damage and it's attack speed for your team.
Clears the wave too. If you're gonna be wave clearing some waves, you just Q E and it's gone. But the fact that W has the same mana cost at all ranks now is huge.
Oh yeah, it's a great tank skill, and of course that is his goal for the team. And notice him continuing to build tanky. Locket already done. The Giant's Belt still there. Waiting to turn into a random 4-2 long. Kickus and Libic looking to maybe defend this tier 2. And actually H2K are now split pushing. They've got Kale without teleport on the bottom side.
Such a huge threat, though. He was able to 1v1 take Fun previously. He's about to have his flash available. He's level 16, has that power spike, and now has 3 seconds of invulnerability, to the point that the shockwave, if he's fast enough, won't do any damage to him. So he's going to be able to split push up against Take Fun. And now, man, they're playing this map perfectly right now for H2K, looking for those openings, clearing the waves in multiple lanes, and giving themselves lots of options to make moves.
But I gotta say, it's good by Lublin Shore to, even without wards seeing the team move around, have come to the right spot at the right time for the most part, right? They got to the mid lane before the inhibitor turret was under fire. They've only taken so much damage from Odwamna, who was already dedicated to being in the bottom lane. This time, they move back to the top lane, tier 2. This is going for H2K, and this one they have surrounded on, so they'll get this.
They have to clear these waves that are pouring into their base, so by the time they show themselves on the map, H2K's already moved somewhere else. They went top lane, got themselves their last outer turret. There's only inhibitor turrets left. They are 13k gold up at this point. They have such an advantage. They know they have such an advantage. They're just going to... like. Here's the thing, too. Average game time for them, 32 minutes.
Yep, 2.5 minutes away from that.
Can they stay on par with that, or can Lublin Shore drag it out, possibly come back with a game-destroying Orianna ultimate? But right now, H2K, they're not taking any risks. They took all their risks in the early game, set them up for comfort. They basically were like, yeah, this is retirement right now. It's paying off. Their H2K plan is coming up big for them.
It's looking good overall, I gotta say. These guys...
401 H2K.
Yep.
It's coming up big.
There we go. That's the one. See, they can get it, guys. H2K do look great, and their items are coming in. Mikhail's now also completed. I have no idea what AOD's building next, though. I don't think Codex plus Ruby Crystal builds in anything. Maybe Ohm Wrecker? I think that's the build path for Ohm Wrecker. Or maybe...
This is how much we see Ohm Wrecker.
I'm just saying, like, that's the only item I think that shares those 2 items. It's the only item I can think of that has that. So...
Deep down, I hope it's a banner of command. Deep down.
Apparently there's no Codex in a Ohm Wrecker.
Yeah.
It might be...
Codex and banner of command, though.
Yeah, but I don't think there's Ruby Crystal in it.
No,
I think he's just getting stats. You know what? I'm going to stop doing that thing. He's getting stats. AOD, interestingly enough, actually also rushed Distortion Boots just for, like, flash cooldown. He's not Annie, but, you know, that's fine. Maybe a flash root. I think he's just adding stats at this point, though. We're going to see 14,000 gold still. So, man, these guys have just made good choices the entire time. Trashy set them up. They had a whole bunch of damage. And this has just been every single game. Is like they make some really good choices in the first 5 minutes. And then they're just set up for success the entire way through.
Yeah, and a big thing here is that if they 1-3-1, you have to send 2 members to deal with their solo laners. Kasten's going to duel anybody. Kjernan can duel anybody now, and so can Odwamne. It's going to be very rough for them.
Yeah.
And also take these turrets relatively quickly. All of these turrets do, all of these champions do some pretty decent turret damage. Kikis, he's actually going to go for a flank here. Don't know how successful it'll be.
They gotta try.
Take Fun. He's actually grouping mid.
This is actually good. This is smart. This is smart. Here we go.
They can do.
3 penalty from Kikis. Yarnin forced away. Shockwave only hits 1, but he's still trying to get out of the spike. Kikis takes so much pain. He does survive, but here's the collapse. Odwamna, Forbidden are there. Explodes one of them. Living's got nowhere to go. Double killed there for Yarnin. Sorry, for Forbidden in this one. And now Makler also caught out. Trashy takes him down. Another great fight for H2K. The desperate attempt for Lublin Shore does not pay off.
It was the right idea to go ahead and get them when they had low numbers. Talked about it earlier, that was their way back in the game, was a clutch shockwave on about 3 or 4 people, not the 5-man, but instead, immediate group up there by H2K. It looks like they're going to end the game off of this.
There's exploding people. Odwamna's going to sacrifice some KDA, though, his 2nd death of the game, but you know what? That's fine. They're going to close this one out. 32 minutes, 30 seconds, just past par, but I got to say that's still an impressive performance by these guys. In control the whole way through. They're going to take that one down 19-7. They're 1 game away from the finals.
Trashy was only not involved in 2 kills in that game. One was a solo kill, and the other one happened in the middle of a team fight right there at the end when they just backed up and he was dueling another member.
Yeah.
So Trashy, from start to finish, taking the risk, the flash, flag toss, dragon strike, was incredible at the start. The fluidity he has on Jarvan shows that he's very seasoned on that champion, and he knows it and knows all the intricacies of it. And the fact that his build was very good, he knew what he had to do with the team, was set them up early with 1 damage item, get this lead for them, go tanky.
Yeah.
Because you have a Kayle, you have a Kassadin. Be a wall for them. Be a wall for the Twitch.
Exactly. We saw Ko's Jarvan yesterday. Like, I'm still hating on the 3rd item Hex Drinker. I think it was a horrible idea. Ko's Jarvan yesterday from NIP, right? Trashy, I think, with an awesome, excellent build there. And I just want to like keep talking about that first blood dive, though, because there's so many little things that were so smart there. So they go up, cast and Rift walks over the wall, right? They're all showing up to dive this top lane, right? And I don't think it was the first blood one, it was the second one. It was the second dive in the top.
Yeah, I was like, level 6 right then.
Yeah, I was like, okay,
crazy.
Yeah. So the first one was great, just like the flash EQ was like sexy and it was great, and it was like a good dive that no one was expecting. And part of that was, I think, the game is still evolving around the 2v0s, where it's like, when the duo lane goes bottom, you expect a 3.5-minute dragon. And so what you can do about that is you like literally 4-man top. You go back 2 steps to 4-manning top lane because they're taking dragon. So you take a turret, and you can still freeze off that, right? You just trade objectives in that point.
Yeah.
And you can kill it fast enough with the 4v0. So now, with that under mind, like, oh, cool, we'll go for this top lane dive and they get the kill. The second time around, though, was what was really sexy, because he gets this, I think it's a good term for it, he gets a deep ward to the right of double golems and sees Orianna coming to defend, and he's like, let's back off, they're ready to counter gank. And they assume Evelyn's there as well, because if one's going, the other's probably going. So they back off, and they back off towards Lizard buff, and they see Orianna go back to mid, and they're like, they left, we can dive this. And they turn right back around, go in, and they get the kill. And I'm like, damn, you guys outplayed the hell out of that. And it was awesome.
2 for 1 in that last one. But the fact that Trashy is just so selfless with his play, he ends the game 3-2 and 14. Just basically, he has the same assists as AOD, as the support player. He's not taking a lot of the kills. Some of them he will secure for himself. But the fact that he's there for the objectives, the Dragon Steal. Over the wall. That was awesome. Lublin Shore's way back into the game.
Yeah.
And Trashy is just such an aggressive player. When I saw that he pulled off red, I was like, his style is, I gotta go. If there's a dragon there and I die, it's still worth it. Even if I get it. If I don't get it, I'm Jarvan, I can flash out. You know, I have a lot of options.
At that point, he didn't have flash, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's actually true. He used his EQ in, and he was like, okay, well,
his team is backing up, though.
Yeah.
Right? They actually had everyone coming around. So
he'll get at least something for it, because it was a call that everybody followed.
Yes. Was
the thing. He wasn't going to just sacrifice himself for nothing.
So H2K obviously played awesome in that game. They're up 1-0 in the series. We're going to take a quick break, but when we come back, it's time for Game 2 between Lublin Shore and H2K Gaming, with a trip to the finals on the line. Don't go anywhere.